but Miss Kate said no. I'll tell you what you can do. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Katy Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Katy Casey knew what to do. Just to cheer up the boys she knew, she made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Greetings, folks, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight the Baltimore Orioles will be playing the third game of a 4-game series against the Cleveland Guardians here at Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal, the BirdWatcher here. People call me BW for short, and that works for me. The Orioles have dropped the first 2 games in Cleveland and have lost 6 out of their last 7 ball games. As we approach this final week of July, it would appear that all signs are pointing toward not making the postseason, folks. It's a news flash. We won 6 out of 7 shortly before the All-Star break. It peaked with the first win against the Marlins in that homestand, first game in that series, and then after that, all that progress that we had made basically has been erased over the past 7 ball games, and it's been tough, but there's going to be some transitional chaos going on with this organization, I would assume, until things sort of settle down after the trade deadline. And after that, I think it's just going to be concentrating on getting the best out of the players we have and trying to evaluate what this team is going to try to do in 2026. I mean, we're not mathematically eliminated, folks. If you still have hope for this team, that is more than okay. I encourage you to do it. I just, for my own well-being, have to temper expectations. Now, there is a little bit of hope on my side, because I have said this many times. I feel tethered to this team. When things are going on in my life, it seems to reflect on how the team is doing. When I'm doing well, the team seems to be doing well. When something's going wrong, it seems like everything's going wrong with the Orioles. But I've got some really good news. I'll probably bring it up again later in the broadcast when we get some more people in here, but I can't help but share it with you as soon as I could. I'm very happy to report that after following yesterday's immigration check-in, I came to realize that I don't have to make a trip out of the country next month. I can actually wait until about the second week of October, which means I thought I was going to have to end my consecutive game calling streak next month, but guess what, folks? The streak will stay alive. At least this trip I have to make will not end that streak. It could end at any time. Don't get me wrong. It could end at any time. But I'm very happy to report that I have no plans on stopping, and hopefully we'll get through 2 full seasons of baseball without missing a damn thing. And 3 3 years, 4 years, and so on and so forth. It's such good news. I'm not used to getting good news like this. When's the last time you've dealt with something like, I don't know, say you go to the DMV? When's the last time you went to the DMV and got a pleasant surprise? It's something akin to that. I'm just very happy because not only will I not have to miss calling a game, I also can ride out this visa for 2 additional months, so that's financially nicer. The Thailand-Cambodia border, where I would normally go to get my next visa, a much easier trip. Now I've got a couple of extra months for that situation to perhaps work out, and I can just go do it there. That would be a lot easier. And then on top of all that, I'm going to do this travel in October instead of August, so the weather is going to be a whole lot nicer too, theoretically. Fingers crossed. But, yeah, very happy to share that. And looking forward to calling every single ball game. All right, tonight's pitching matchup, Zach Eflin returns, folks. Eflin is making his first start coming back from that lower back injury. He has a 6-5 record and ERA just under 6. Ouch. I don't remember Eflin's ERA being this bad, but it is 5.95, 1.44 whip. He'll be facing Slade Cecconi. Slade Cecconi has a 5-4 record, a 3.84 ERA, and a 1.23 whip. These two pitchers have pitched about the same amount. 62 innings for Eflin, 63 and a third for Cecconi. Cecconi? Am I getting this name right? If I'm butchering Cecconi's name, help me out. Anyway, pretty much same amount of innings. Cecconi has given up 18 less hits while striking out 16 more batters and giving up 5 less home runs. Cecconi on paper having a much better season than Zach Eflin. I'm hoping that Eflin does pitch well tonight and perhaps gets in one more start before the end of this trade deadline. I'd kind of like to see the Orioles get something back from Eflin. I don't think we're going to re-sign him. If he does pitch well tonight, I think that could play a major factor in him being a trade piece. We've had some other players that have been on the trade block that haven't been performing well these last couple of weeks to advertise their services. We have no idea who's going to be on the move and who's going to stay, but yeah, I would think Zach Eflin, if he pitches pretty well tonight, could be back on the trade block. We'll see. Okay, so it's Eflin against Cecconi. Cecconi, my Sharoni. I don't know. Here's the lineups for the visiting Orioles. Jackson Holliday is going to DH tonight. He's leading off. Jordan Westberg's going to play second base and bat second. Gunnar Henderson's going to play shortstop and hit third. Ryan O'Hearn is the cleanup hitter at first base. Ramon Laureano will bat fifth and play in right field. Colton Cowser will hit sixth, play left field. Ramon Arias bats seventh. He's at third base. Ced Mullins will hit eighth and play in center field. And Jacob Stallings will do the catching and bat ninth. For the Guardians, Stephen Kwan will once again lead off and play in left field. Angel Martinez will bat second and play center. Jose Ramirez, as usual, batting third and playing third. Kyle Manzardo, the cleanup hitter and DH. Carlos Santana is at first base batting fifth. Nolan Jones will hit sixth and play in right field. Daniel Schneemann is at second base batting seventh. Brian Rocchio will hit eighth and play shortstop. And finally, Bo Naylor will bat ninth and do the catching. Not a change made from this Guardians lineup from last night. It is identical. The Guardians have a record of 50-50. They're on a 3-game win streak, including the 2 wins against us. Meanwhile, we have faded down to 12 games below 500. We are 8 games out of 4th place in our own division with a record of 44 That is 100 games, folks. The Orioles have won 44% of their ball games on the season. It has not been a good year. All right, this game is about 5 minutes away from first pitch. Looks like Charm City Chat is kicking pretty well here. Hello to everybody. Not only do I have the announcement of saying that the streak for calling games is no longer in jeopardy, again with the asterisk that the streak could end at any time based on health reasons, internet connection reason. I mean, there's a plethora of ways for this streak to end, but somehow it continues. I feel blessed every day I can get on the microphone and call a ball game and keep the streak alive. But also, along with that, the channel reached a bit of a milestone yesterday. Actually saw a glimpse of a notification in my YouTube studio. There's a little notification bell just for your studio. Normally I never click on it because there's never anything to look at. But long story short, this channel just reached a milestone of 100,000 hours of watch time. You people out there have watched me do this collectively for over 100,000 hours. That is crazy. And it looks like the channel will hit 1 million views before the season is over. So just incredible stuff. I didn't imagine things working out this well. And as I say that, of course, still on the hunt for more subscribers. We only had a handful last night. Just a couple of more will get us to 3080 tonight. And let's move beyond. All right, let's get this game up on the screen here. I think I've got the Masson broadcast. Hopefully. All right, we are in Cleveland. Charm City Chat, how the hell are you? Hope you're doing well. We've got 44 people hanging out already. 19 have hit the like button. Folks, do you just enjoy hearing me go over this every night? Is that the deal? I think that might be the deal. So here's the deal. You have one obligation, folks. Only one thing I ask of you to do. Just tap that thumbs up at the bottom of your device, whatever you're watching this on. Give the stream a like. It supports the channel. It's the quickest, easiest, and cheapest way to help out. Greatly appreciated, folks. Go ahead and knock it out of the way if you don't mind. We have in the room right now Frank Baker, Chawa, Patrick, Dingleberry, Froggy, Joshua, Darren, Chilo, Matt, Spurger, Mr. Hyde, and Charm City Entertainment. George is here. Bud, how you doing, Bud? Shibby is here. How you doing, Shibby? Kurt M. I get everybody? I think so. These are starting to look like repeats. Baxter. John M. is here saying hello. Let's go Ravens. Vonnie. Folks, pipe in and say hi. I'm caught up. I'm all caught up, I believe. Hello to everybody. If I missed your name, it was an accident. Please, be kind. And I'm just going to ask once again, folks, more than twice as many people here as likes hit on the stream. Just go ahead and get it out of the way. That's all you got to do. Let's get those likes up to 40 before first pitch. Lazy Bum, how you doing? Good to have everybody here. All right, folks. Did the O's lose again tonight? We'll have to find out. I am interested in seeing how Zach Eflin's going to look. I would imagine he's going to be on a limited pitch count. Probably not going to go more than 5 innings. I can't see him finishing 6 unless he's extremely economical with his pitches. Jackson Holiday is in the on-deck circle, folks. We are just about ready for baseball. The Orioles are wearing their black jersey tops with the gray pants tonight. It'll be Holiday, Westberg, and Henderson to lead things off. Guardians are wearing their home whites, shirts and pants, after wearing red shirts for the first couple of games. That's the final warm-up toss for Cecconi. And this game will be underway momentarily. In fact, according to the scoreboard from ESPN, this game is already underway. I don't know what's happened in the last couple of games, but I'm watching a broadcast that's a little bit behind. So, folks, if you are watching along with me, you're going to want to do yourself a favor and get synced up. If you're ahead of me, there's a way to do it. Just pause your game. Maybe the best time to do it is on the first out of the ball game. As soon as that out is made, pause, let me catch up, make that call, and then unpause your game. First pitch to Jackson Holiday is for ball one. We are underway in Cleveland. Pitch two is a called strike on the outside edge, maybe an inch off the plate. Count 1-1 on Jackson. Hitting .260 with 13 homers and 40 RBI. Next pitch is outside, 2-1. It looks like I'm a pitch or two behind the scoreboard screen, so I'm in no hurry to put that up quite yet. Swing and a miss on the 2-1, evens up the count. There's a couple of other notes to go over. Ryan Mountcastle is going to be starting his rehab assignment with AAA Norfolk tomorrow. So he'll probably play about 3 or 4 games, I would assume, after being out for a couple of months. Foul ball by Holiday. Count still 2-2 to the leadoff man in the ball game here. Next pitch is outside, full count. Tyler O'Neill was banged up last night, but according to Tony Mansolino, he's hopeful that O'Neill will be available off the bench tonight and fully available tomorrow. That is ball 4. Cecconi misses the outside corner. Jackson Holiday, for the second night in a row, with a nice job of working the count deep and drawing a walk. Leadoff walk here in the ball game. I love to see a good leadoff at bat like that. That makes BW happy. Here's Jordan Westberg. First pitch swinging. That's a tailor-made double play ball. Ball hit to Jose Ramirez at third. He goes around the horn, 5-4 to 3, and on one pitch, we've got 2 out and bases empty. Boy, oh boy.
Big buck. Stop it all.
Ouch. A nice job working a walk, and then one pitch later, it's all gone. Here is Gunnar Henderson. He takes a strike at the bottom of the zone.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
I'd say striking out back-to-back would be worse. That's 0-2 on Gunnar, hitting .278 with 11 homers and 35 RBI. Left-handed batters right now have to deal with a bit of sunshine in the face. This pitch bounces in there. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's really not all that crazy. Those who are following Ozzy's health, they knew that the time was close. The concert he put on a couple of weeks ago. Here's a ground ball to shortstop. Rocchio to first in time, and the inning is over. The Orioles get a leadoff walk, canceled out with a double play. And it's a minimum 3 batters for Cecconi. We go to the bottom of the first. Orioles nothing, and the Guardians coming up. Yeah, everybody that was closely monitoring the condition of Ozzy Osbourne was very much aware. In fact, it was kind of a rare situation where people were kind of prepared for the passing of Ozzy, had a chance to kind of say goodbye. That final concert he had was pretty much a goodbye. Not a lot of people have a chance to do that. So in that way, even though it is sad, obviously, to lose an icon like that at any age, Ozzy went out on top. He went out on top. He did it his way. And he got a lot of love and support going both ways. Him out to his fans and the fans back to him. But yeah, just one more time. Rest in peace to Mr. Ozzy Osbourne. Right. My, what's this say? Can you please shout out my boyfriend, Jake Reed? Well, where's he to say hello? Hey, Jake. How you doing? Oh, you're asking Froggy to shout out. Okay, I'm not sure. You're asking... Well, in case you wanted to hear somebody say it over a microphone. Hey there, Jake Reed. All right. Yeah, Dingleberry, let's just not even go there. It's just silliness. Stephen Kwan's going to lead it off in the bottom of the first. The Orioles did not score in the top half of the inning. Zach Eflin's first pitch to Kwan is outside for ball 1. What player would I like to be in the trade deadline? Am I role-playing? This ball's hit into center field, left center, long run for Mullins. He's onto the track. He makes the catch in front of the wall. Long run for Mullins. Deep left center field, just a couple of feet in front of the high wall out there. Out number 1. Yeah, I'll have to shout out Seymour another time there, Chilo. Interesting last name. What is that? That Scandinavian? Angel Martinez takes a called strike. All right. 0-1 pitch. A little bit off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Martinez is hitting .254. Ah, the Cubs. Cubs. Line drive foul off to the left. The count is 1-2 on Martinez. 1 out, nobody on in the bottom of the first. Martinez, over his last 15 games, .339 average with 14 RBI. Takes outside, the count even at 2-2. All right. That's upstairs, full count. Payoff pitch from Eflin to Martinez is hit on the ground, first base. O'Hearn will flip it to Eflin covering the bag. 2 down. I honestly don't understand why Kobe Mayo couldn't make the lineup tonight. I mean, all the guy did yesterday was reach base all 4 times, including drawing 3 walks. A lot of people are clamoring for regular playing time for Mayo. I can kind of understand over the past couple of weeks why he hasn't been playing as much. But when you come in and you get a start and you reach base 4 times, you probably should get back in the lineup the next game, regardless of pitching matchup. Here's Jose Ramirez. He takes a curveball low for ball 1. 2 down, nobody on in the bottom of the first. J-Rams hitting .295 with 21 home runs. There's a called strike. 1-1 the count. If we get rid of Ryan O'Hearn and Cedric Mullins and Morton, what player won't be from the trade deadline? This ball's hit into center field. Mullins will track it down in right center, and the inning is over. So Zach Eflin, first appearance since that back injury, gets a 1-2-3 inning here in the first. We go to the second, no score in Cleveland. Yeah, players wanted back. I mean, obviously, I want nothing more than a frontline starting pitcher, but who we're about to part with in the trade deadline, I don't think is going to produce a frontline starting pitcher. We're probably looking at some prospects, hopefully a pitching prospect or two that maybe is, a year away from becoming a factor. But yeah, an established good pitcher right now, I don't know if we're going to get that in a trade. If we did, see, the thing is, the teams we would be trading for, they're not going to want to part with their good players. They're contenders, and they're trying to just add some more pieces to improve their team. They're not looking to sell their best players. They're looking to sell prospects, guys they're not using. And honestly, the Orioles, they need help with the big team more than they need help with the prospects. So I'm talking myself into a circle here, but I just want to see them bring in hopefully a couple of talented arms. Maybe a Trevor Rogers kind of a situation, an arm that maybe isn't all that sexy at the time you bring him in, but that's because, whether due to injury or performance, they haven't been doing well, but there's something about that pitcher that with a little bit of tinkering and a little bit of time could turn into something really nice, like a Trevor Rogers has done for us this season. Looking for something like that, I think, is the most realistic hope. Here is Ryan O'Hearn. First pitch is a strike, and the next one is low. The count is 1-1 strike.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
O'Hearn's hitting .280. And that's a line drive into center field. That's a base hit for Ryan O'Hearn. Leadoff single. The Orioles have activity. Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about a 3 or 4 starter in our rotation via trade at the deadline, it would have to be a team that is loaded with pitching talent. Loaded with pitching talent that they can afford to give up what for them would be their 5th or 6th guy in order to trade with us. Here's Ramon Laureano. First pitch is ball 1.
Ramon just threw a rock at me.
And the next pitch is fouled off to the right. Laureano's hitting .279. He's hit home runs in back-to-back ball games. And probably has to be considered the team's MVP at this point. I can only imagine what the counting numbers might be like if Laureano was given a chance to play every day from the start. But it took him about a month and a half to finally get that playing time. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. There's a couple of pitchers for the Phillies. What is it? Abel and Painter. I keep hearing those two guys. They're supposed to be guys who have potential to be good big league pitchers, perhaps within a year. So maybe something like that. This ball's hit into center field by Laureano. Is going to hang up there for Martinez. He'll make the catch. 1 down in the top of the second. So, yeah, the odds are, folks, if we do bring in some pitching here in the trade window, it's going to be a name that either you've never heard of, or if you have, they haven't really done much yet at the big league level. But, again, we're talking about trading away guys who are rentals at this point, couple of months left on the contract. There's only so much you can expect back in return. Colton Cowser, folks. Let's get those cows up in the chat, shall we? It's already 0-2 on Cowser as he swings and misses. He is hitting .226 at the moment. O'Hearn is at first base. There's 1 out. No score, top of the second. Pitch up and away, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Folks, I do apologize for not having the scoreboard up as a visual aid, but it's being a little spoilery tonight, at least for now. Hang in there. I'll try to give you all the information you need. Here is a ground ball foul, still a ball and 2 strikes on Cowser. Again, we are in the top of the second, no score. 1 out with Ryan O'Hearn at first base after a leadoff single. This will be the 25th pitch from Cecconi. And it is outside. The count is 2-2, and that will induce the first bugle of the night. Yeah, so there you go. They're saying Painter is not quite ready. That's what I mean. That's probably who you're looking at. Here's a ground ball. It could be another double play ball to second, to short, and back to first. And for the second straight inning, the Orioles hit into a twin killing.
Big buck, stop it all.
Ouch. 2 innings, 2 double play balls. We go to the bottom of the second. No score in Cleveland. Yeah, so, a pitcher that's not quite ready would be, not a chance Phillies are training Painter, which may be true as well. I'm only mentioning names that I've heard, okay? Personally, I think Andrew Painter is too much to get back. It depends. I mean, if the Orioles were to give the Phillies like 4 guys, then maybe. But like a heads up for Ryan O'Hearn or something like that, I don't think so. That's not going to happen. Hey, Rhino, how you doing, buddy? Been watching any good podcasts lately, Rhino? Rising Rhino, everybody. Say good morning to him. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks. You know you love it. You love this. Hey, we all need an alarm clock, don't we? Apparently it's Superman night at Progressive Field in Cleveland. I don't remember Superman having a physique like that. Here's Kyle Manzardo. First pitch to him is up and in, but called a strike. Thanks, Blue. 0-1 on Manzardo. How you doing? Breaking ball over the plate, but low, 1 ball and 1 strike. All right, let's see. We'll take a peek over here. It's a pitch ahead. It's a pitch ahead. Manzardo's got 5 hits in his last 16 trips to the plate, including 3 home runs. This one's popped up. Stallings takes off the mask, takes a look behind the plate, but it's out of reach. Jacob Stallings reminds me of that guy from The Hills Have Eyes. He was also one of the motorcyclists in Weird Science and in a bunch of other 80s stuff. If you know, you know. Here's Carlos. Oh, no, it's Manzardo with a 1-2 count. That's called strike 3. All right. Eflin strikes out Manzardo.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
You mean the guy with a terrible deformed face? No, that's Eric Stoltz in Mask. That's Rocky Dennis. It's a totally different movie. Here's Carlos Santana now. First pitch is a curveball, a little bit inside for ball 1. Santana's hitting .228 with 11 homers and 43 RBI. And I can see it's already 3-0 on the screen. There's ball 2 outside. It's just, it's too far ahead. I don't know what's happened. That info is too far ahead for my liking. 1 out, nobody on. The 2-0 to Santana is inside. It's 3-0. Next pitch. That's a strike. Superman movie was great. I guess we're talking about the one that recently came out. 3-1 pitch. Popped up. Behind the plate foul. Full count. I don't know everything, but I tend to only stick to talking about things that I know. I've always found that to be good advice. Payoff pitch to Santana is reached for, rolled over to first base. O'Hearn with a little shovel pass to Eflin, covering the bag. 2 down. So far, so good from Eflin. Yeah, I'm really in no mood to watch yet another reboot of another movie that is only going to remind me of how I liked the original better. Not to say that there aren't occasional good sequels or good remakes or what have you. They do happen. But the success rate is so low for me that I just wind up not bothering. And if something is worth watching, I wind up looking at it down the line. Anyway, here's Nolan Jones. First pitch is high for ball 1. Jones is hitting .225. Left-handed hitting outfielder, formerly from the Rockies. Fouls the 1-0 pitch off. It's 1-1. I'll give you an example of a pleasant surprise sort of sequel to a very popular movie that's near and dear to me. And I was not willing to give this movie a chance because I didn't want to have it ruined. Dr. Sleep. If anybody's a fan of The Shining, I thought Dr. Sleep was a fantastic follow-up some 40-something years later. And wouldn't you know it, that movie kind of came and went. Nobody really talked about it. Didn't have a whole lot of hype to it. But It was really solid. 3-1 pitch fouled back by Jones. It's a full count. Now, if you don't like The Shining, you probably wouldn't like Dr. Sleep either. But if you did like The Shining, I think you'd like Dr. Sleep. It was better as a book. I see, here you go. I'm just trying to throw out one example of a sequel that I liked. And, yeah, it just gets knocked down. Here's a fly ball pretty deep out to left. Cowser's going to have room, though. One step onto the track, he makes the catch, and the inning is over. Zach Eflin, 6 up, 6 down. In his return, we go to the third inning, no score in Cleveland. All right. I need to rewatch the old school Supermans. I mean, after the second one, it's honestly 3 and 4 are just, they are shells of 1 and 2. And in my humble opinion, I think a lot of other people would share that opinion. But yeah, once Richard Pryor gets into it in 3 and then 4, Quest for Peace, they weren't even trying at that point. That was the definition of a cash grab. I think Canon had the rights to that movie, and it put them out of business. They sunk all their money into that Superman 4. And, yeah. Yeah, Aliens is another example of a fine sequel. It's going back about 40 years, but yes, that's another prime example. It does happen, but normally, folks, they're bad. And sequels, again, if it's, if you got somebody out there who has, is inspired to, retell a story or add on to a story that already exists, that's fine. But when you get a movie out there and you can just tell it's all about just trying to capitalize off the nostalgia of something, there's no real heart put into it. It's all just a financial decision. They crunched the numbers and they said, you know what, if we make a Mr. Potato Head movie, that's going to definitely give us a gross profit minimum of $35 million. We should greenlight that Mr. Potato Head. And then nobody puts any effort into it, and it's just garbage, right? Anyway, back to the ball game. It's top of the third. Ramon Arias at the plate. First pitch is a strike. Next pitch hits the outside corner for strike 2. 0-2 on Arias. He's hitting .248.
I have a brother.
The 1-1 is in the dirt. And the count 0-2. I would not want to argue. Cannon was also very hurt by the very first movie I ever... Yeah, He-Man. He-Man was the other one. Yeah, we're talking like 85, 86, 87. Cannon made a couple of big budget movies for their, by their standards. And, yeah, did not work out. And what's funny is that they were trying to capitalize off of what, at the time, nobody dared to do, which was action, comic book, superhero, cartoon-based kind of movies. Now, for like 15 years running, you go to your average 12-screen theater, and 9 of those screens are filled up with frickin' superhero movies. You can't get away from them now. Put Cannon out of business. Anyway, Ramon Arias with a foul ball. It's 1-2, leading off the top of the third. No score. Here's the pitch from Cecconi. Curveball in the dirt, 2-2. 87 for He-Man. Yeah. I think they also did Over the Top with Sylvester Stallone. That is the truck-driving arm wrestling movie. And again, just one more final nail in the coffin for Cannon. The thing is, though, I love all those movies. I love that cannon cheese. It marked the end of an era. We got a full count on Arias. Mullins is on deck. Payoff pitch. Up and in, ball 4. We got a leadoff walk, folks.
I'm walking here.
Yeah. Over the Top. It's a good movie. Yeah, I'm going to pick up my son at military school. I'm going to drive him across the country and teach him a few lessons about truck driving and arm wrestling. It's a great idea for a movie, you know? I got on my hat, and then when I go down to arm wrestle, I do like this. It's like a switch. It's like a switch. And I get in there, and then I go to
Yeah, it's a great movie. 0-1 on Mullins.
Well said, now you know what to do.
Fouled away, it's 0-2.
It's like a switch. I've got to exercise right here. I can drive and I can do this.
I love Over the Top. 0-2 on Mullins. George says no more double plays. I agree. I've had enough of those for one night. 0-2 pitch upstairs. 1-2 on Mullins. Folks. Erica, just listen in and I'll let you know. It's a 1-2 count. That ball's stroked to right field. It's going to get down for a fair ball into the right field corner. Arias will hit third. He'll have to stop. Runners at second and third. Nobody out after a double from Ced.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
Now, if I had the scoreboard up, that would have been spoiled. And that would have stunk. All right. So, folks, prick up your ears. Here's the info. We got second and third, nobody out. Jacob Stallings is coming up right now. We just want him to put the ball in play. First pitch is outside for ball 1. The infield is in. Stallings, his hitting statistics, not worth repeating. Let's just try to make contact. 1-0 pitch, hit on the ground. And coming home with it is Ramirez, and Arias is nailed at the plate. It is just ridiculous. Unbelievable. Arias is nailed at the plate by Jose Ramirez. He broke on contact and he was out by a mile. Never even went into a slide, just a tag out standing. And not only that, the runner at second didn't even get to move up to third. So it's first and second with one out. How did Mullins not get to third? How did Mullins not get to third? And now Mullins is picked off. There's your second out. Cecconi steps off the rubber, throws back to second. Mullins is off the bag. There's 2 out in the inning, and it's the biggest joke you've ever seen. Unbelievable. And you want the scoreboard up? No, you don't. First pitch to Holiday is outside, 1-0. 2 outs somehow with a runner at first base. Holiday fouls it back. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Wow. Wow. That is embarrassing. Good grief. Swing and a miss. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Holiday. Two down, runner at first. The 1-2 to Holiday is swung on and missed. Inning over. Somehow, I just watched in a season that has been filled with disappointment. That has got to be the worst inning I've seen yet. That has got to be the worst couple of minutes I have watched all season. I'm speechless. I mean, again, I'm trying to give this team not necessarily an excuse, but just, I kind of understand how the team is in flux right now. There's no direction. There's no identity on this team because they don't know what this team is going to be in a week. But this, I don't care what the state of your team is. This is really, really bad. And again, for me, I blame it more on the management than the players. The players are putting up the bad numbers and making the mistakes, but when the whole team is involved in it, when you look at everybody's stats and they're all down, save for a couple of guys, like Holiday. Okay, Holiday's numbers are better than last year, but they have to be. They were terrible last year. He had nowhere to go but up. By and large, just about the rest of the team is playing just at a fraction of their production. So how do you blame it all on individual players? And again, the same goes with the base running mistakes. The whole shebang. The whole shebang. It's just got a layer of incompetence over the whole damn thing. What a shame. All right, here we go into the bottom of the third. Bottom of the order for the Guardians. Daniel Schneemann takes low and away for ball 1. Good grief. Ground ball, diving stop by Holiday at second, pops up and throws out Schneemann. Nice play there by Jackson. Excuse me, Holiday is... It's not Jackson. Holiday's DHing. I forgot. Westberg's over at second base tonight. Give me a little bit of a pass. There's some bright sunshine right over there. Couldn't really see the hair. But Westberg with a fine play and deserves credit for that.
Besides that, it's all in the reflexes.
First out here in the bottom of the third. Here's Brian Rocchio. He takes a called strike. I heard somewhere that Rubenstein said the front office is under evaluation. Do you think that means Elias? I think any smart owner saying that is implying that nobody's job is safe. Everybody is going to be under a microscope in this coming off season. You have to. This is a huge collapse of what was a pretty damn good product only a year ago. Again, last year we took a step back, but it really wasn't until the second half that we did. First half last year, we were still doing .600 baseball, leading the division. Line drive off of Eflin. It knocks his glove off. It's fielded by Gunner. He'll go to first in time to get Rocchio. Let's see if Eflin's okay. He took a liner. It looked like maybe near the wrist. That was 100 miles an hour off the bat. Okay, it looks like it just popped the glove right off and it didn't actually hit him. Okay. Eflin got lucky there. That ball hit so hard it knocked the glove right off. But Eflin's fine. There's 2 down. Here's Bo Naylor. Naylor's hitting just 170. He takes a first pitch strike. 2 down, nobody on, bottom of the third, and no score here in third game of a 4-game series. Guardians have won the first 2. Check swing, but Naylor went around, and the count 0-2. Eflin 1 strike away from facing the minimum through 3 innings. Breaking ball in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 up and away. Count even up at 2-2. I just wonder, Edward, what defines coming through at the trade deadline? I mean, if you're sellers, here's a line drive that is deep down the right field line. Hit very hard, but it's foul. 2-2 on Naylor. I mean, to me, the players we'd be getting back in a trade, we're really not going to know if we won that trade until down the road. If we're expecting to get back prospect type talent or pitchers that are kind of need a little bit of seasoning. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Eflin gets the punch out, and he has faced 9 up, 9 down through 3 innings, folks.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
I mean, I get it. I guess there's a couple of ways to say, well, you absolutely screwed this deadline up. But again, I don't know how quickly you can gauge the success. I mean, obviously, you got the Kyle Stowers, Trevor Rogers situation. This time last year, it just seemed like an innocuous trade that really didn't help out either team. Now we come into 2025. Everybody's talking about Stowers. Meanwhile, Rogers is not available to start the season. And we're wondering, what the hell were we doing? Then Rogers comes in. He looks good. So, yeah, it takes time to evaluate these trades. I don't know how Rubenstein can base whether or not he's going to make a major move, like move on from Elias, based on this trade deadline. I think you kind of already have to look at decisions that have been made up till now and say that's enough for me to say we got to move on. Because for me it is. Media will give immediate grades on trade. Yeah, of course they will. Of course they will. And fans will do the same. I'll probably give my 2 cents, but me being me, I'm always going to give the disclaimer of, you got to wait and see. Because that's just the truth. You got to wait and see a lot of the times. Top of the 4th. There's no score. The Orioles have 2 hits. The Guardians have none. Jordan Westberg to lead it off. He hit into a double play his first time up on 1 pitch. He takes high here for ball 1.
West is that way.
Apologies again, folks, for the scoreboard not being on the screen tonight. It looks like it's only 1 pitch behind right now. That's upstairs. It's 2-0. Let's go over here for a sec. I've got a 2-0 count. Screen is showing 2-0. Maybe it just froze on that count. Here's the 2-0 to Westberg. That's hit in the air. Center field, pretty deep. Going back, looking up at the wall, and it's off that large wall. Westberg will stop at second with a stand-up double. That ball kept carrying, but it got to that 20-foot or so high wall out there and right and left center field. It'll go down as a leadoff double. Once again, leadoff man is on. What are we going to do about it? Come on now.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
What are we going to do about it this time? Here's Gunnar Henderson, folks. First pitch is up and away, ball one.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
The 1-0 from Cecconi. Inside and low. 2-0. Hey, there's the second base ump, wiping some snot out of his corner of his eye. 2-0 to Gunnar. Low, ball 3. What can we do with this situation? The 3-0 swung on and hit to Rocchio at short. He'll go to first to get the out. Westberg, thankfully, is able to move up to third base. But, man, that was nearly a wasted out on a 3-0 pitch. But at least Gunnar moves the base runner up to third. Gunnar is very upset. He's pounding his helmet as he walks down the dugout to put his helmet back. Ryan O'Hearn takes low for ball one. This team is clearly just mentally in a bad place right now.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
I wish I could be there to try to lift the spirits of this club. I wish I could tell them the right things. O'Hearn fouls it off. It's 1-1. Base hit in his first at-bat. A single in the second. 1-1 is in the dirt. 2-1. Westberg's at third base. It's a scoreless ball game. He's there with only one out. Lots of different ways for him to score. Need Ryan O'Hearn to help him get in here. 2-1 pitch. Hit in the air. That should do it. Left center field and pretty deep. The two fielders nearly collide. It's the left fielder Kwan making the catch on the edge of the track. But coming in to score easily on the sacrifice fly is Westberg, and we've got ourselves a 1-0 lead, folks. We've got a lead. Bases empty, 2 down for Ramon Laureano.
Ramon just threw a rock at me.
And he fouls the first pitch straight back. All right. Lots of mistakes early in the ball game, but we've got a lead. And Zach Eflin's been looking good. Oh, 1 pitch misses, 1 ball, 1 strike. Pretty big crowd here at Progressive Field on a Wednesday evening. That ball's tagged by Laureano. It'll get down for a base hit into left center field. He is on with another hit. Ramon Laureano. Yeah, let's go ahead and extend this guy, please. Go ahead and offer him something. We gave him $5 million for this year. I'm willing to step it up to $8 million. I'll give you $8 million right now to play here next year. What do you say there, Ramon? Folks, get the cows up in the chat. Colton Cowser takes inside for ball one. Cecconi is on 60 pitches now with 2 down in the 4th. This one's hit off the end of the bat opposite field and will be caught out there by Kwan to end the inning. But the Orioles do get a run. Westberg comes in to score on a sacrifice fly. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Orioles 1, the Guardians squadouche. No runs, no hits, no nothing. Out of town scores, the Phillies have a 3-0 lead on the Red Sox. That's in the top of the 2nd. Yankees have an early 1-0 lead on Toronto. That is also in the top of the 2nd inning. Some finals from earlier today. The Reds shut out the Nationals 5-0. The Marlins edged the Padres 3-2. The Giants beat up on the Braves 9-3. Pirates all over the Tigers 6-1. Mets doubled up the Angels 6-3. Royals doubled up the Cubs 8-4. The Rockies with a shutout of the Cardinals 6-0. Houston 4, Arizona 3. The Brewers manhandled the Mariners 10-2, and the Dodgers squeaked by the Twins 4-3. Just 2 other games coming up, one starting in a couple of minutes. The White Sox are playing the Rays, and then in about a half hour after that, the Athletics and Rangers will square off. So most of today's action has already happened. It's a rare chance for the Orioles to be one of the later games. Hey, we've got another, what's this giveaway? Oh, it's not a promotional game giveaway. It's a visit the office and get a hat giveaway. All right. Fair enough. Folks, my stomach is growling already. That's not good news. I got no snacks. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Stephen Kwan at the plate. Just 39 pitches for Eflin to get through the first 3 innings. That's an average of 13 an inning. That's a good pace. He's 0-1 on Kwan. And make it 0-2. A changeup that just catches the outside corner. Might have even been an inch or 2 outside. Curveball in the dirt. 1-2 on Kwan. By the way, Keegan Aiken had his rehab assignment transferred to AAA Norfolk. He'll be with the Tides. And probably 1 or 2 more relief appearances, and he'll be back for us, I would say, within a week. Pitch off the plate. The count is 2-2. Pitch is fouled away. Folks, we got over 100 people tuned in right now. Happy to have you. Hope you're doing well. Just got one favor to ask. We'd like to get everybody to participate. Help out the channel with a tap of that like button at the bottom of your screen. It's a thumbs up. You just tap it. And we're trying to get to 100 likes. That is the nightly target. 2-2 the count on Kwan. Fouled away again. Oh, we're up to 3080 on the subscriber count. So we just Got that number to flip over. Let's see what the current total is. 2-2 pitch is low and in. Full count on Quan. Leading off the bottom of the fourth. Yep, we're right on 30-80, folks. That is ball 4. Eflin just missed the upper outside corner of the zone. That's a huge miss. Just a little bit closer to the zone, and it could have been strike 3. Instead, it's a leadoff walk with the big hitters coming up for the Guardians. Here is Angel Martinez. He takes high for ball 1. Thanks, everybody, for your support and helping to encourage people to hit the like button. I really appreciate it. 1-0 pitch to Martinez. First to check on the runner at first. Quan is back. I think the Orioles would trade Eflin if as long as he's tradable. If he has a really nice start here, it could go a long way toward getting a nice return. Even though baseball is a marathon, it's a long season, lots of games. Oftentimes, a player's value can explode or fade away after one good or bad outing, particularly starting pitchers. Here's a pop-up behind the plate. Jacob Stallings with a look. And, folks, the camera behind the plate picking up Stallings. He looked like a fish poking his head out of the water. That was the most hilarious close-up I've ever seen. I'm a fan of Jacob Stallings. I would definitely cast him in a movie. He's got that look. Like he should be in the Mad Max franchise. Driving some kind of weird car. 2-1 pitch. Swung on, tapped at the plate. Is it a fair ball? They throw to second, just in case. But it's a foul ball. Is that John Bacon? That is not John Bacon, is it? Have we been Bacon tonight? That's not him, is it? It's just another guy with bacon-like hair. It is John Bacon. Oh my God, John Bacon's the home plate ump. Unbelievable.
Oh boy, no. It's Bacon!
How did we get Bacon back? 2-2 pitch, swung on a miss. It's in the dirt. Stallings was ready to tag Martinez, but Martinez not interested, just walks back to the dugout. I said from the beginning it was John. Okay, Chilo. Obviously, I don't read all the comments. News to me. There he is.
Oh boy, no. It's Bacon!
Good grief. Jose Ramirez. There's a strike. Why is he a bum? Who, Bacon?
Oh boy, no. It's Bacon!
Oh, why is he a bum? Let me count the ways. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a curveball in the dirt. Jose Ramirez with an 0-2 count. All right, how about from now on, if you know Bacon's behind the plate and I haven't mentioned it yet, just type in Bacon and @mention me. Line drive, base hit down the right field line for Ramirez. Quan is going to get to third. Ramirez will get to second. It's a double. He's unstoppable. Unstoppable. Ramirez had an 0-2 count. Didn't matter. Got a curveball that wasn't even in the zone. It was low and outside. Didn't matter. Still pulled it down the right field line. Good grief, is he a fantastic baseball player. And the thing is, you can't even hate the guy. He's got a great attitude. He's great for the game. Kyle Manzardo at the plate. First pitch, curveball, fouled off to the right. Well, we still have a 1-0 lead, but it's in jeopardy. Only one out. The tying run for the Guardians 90 feet away. Go-ahead run in scoring position. Oh, 1 pitch. Inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. I can't believe John Bacon is calling this game. I mean, it's one thing. I mean, this is the 3rd game of the series, so it's a 4-game series. He's bound to call balls and strikes for one of the games. But I didn't even get a sight of him in game 1 or game 2. As much as I love Bacon, he's ruining Bacon for me. 1-2 the count on Manzardo. We need a strikeout. We need it badly. Fouled away. It's still a ball and 2 strikes. We're going to take it over here, folks. Hang out with me over here for a minute, all right? 2nd and 3rd with 1 out for Cleveland. 1-2 the count on Manzardo. $60 pitches for Eflin at this stage. Pitch. Hit in the air. That's going to get down for a hit. It's going to score 1. It's going to score 2. And just like that, the lead changes hands on a 2-run single by Kyle Manzardo. It's 2-1 Guardians. Eflin had gone the first 3 innings without giving up anything. Meanwhile, the Orioles made several outs on the bases, or at least a couple in 1 inning. Why are you talking about hitting him, Rod? I don't get it. Why are we wanting to hit Manzardo? What did he do? Here's Santana. First pitch is fouled away. 1 out, runner at first base. Pitch low, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Curveball floats away outside, 2-1. Runner at first base. Manzardo, there's 1 out. He's driven in 2 runs. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Another curveball. The count 2-2. 26 pitches in this inning already for Eflin. He's only gotten the 1 out. Check swing on a pitch low, and he went around. Santana strikes out. Big strikeout there for Eflin.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
We caught a break there. Santana without much of a swing at all, but it did look like the bat crossed that threshold there for a swing. But it really wasn't a swing. 2 down, runner at first base. Here's Nolan Jones. And that pitch gets away. Stallings again can't catch a ball that's not in the dirt. If he has to reach, he can't catch it. I don't get this guy. I thought he was supposed to be a good defensive catcher. Runner gets to second base with 2 down on the wild pitch. That pitch is low. 2-0. I mean, I try to just write it off as a random mistake, whatever, but that's too many times Stallings can't handle a ball like that. You got to be able to. Oh, God. Jones off the bat. That sounds dangerous, but it's up against the wall. Laureano makes the catch in right field. That ball stays in the yard. Only just. Eflin gives up the lead on a 2-run single by Kyle Manzardo. We go to the 5th inning. The Guardians lead at 2-1. My, oh my. All right, who's due up? Who's due? Let's go. Now what? There we go. Oh, it's the bottom of the order. Great. Mullins, Urias, Mullins, and Stallings. I'll be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere, and yeah. Like and subscribe, please. Excuse me. Ouch.
This is great iced tea.
Oh, wow. Here he comes.
Let me show you what I mean now. By the first thing you do is get right up in their face, you point the finger. Then if you can't get close enough, you turn the hand around and kick some dirt. And then if he's missed a strike, you get over here and you put dirt all over the thing. You throw the hat down, you pick it up, you throw it, and then you're so bad, you throw him out of the game. You're out of here. That's the way a major league manager should.
I learned something, buddy boy.
Bow. Bow. Bow.
He met a strange friend in the Chesapeake Bay.
All right, folks, we head now to the 5th inning. Now we're losing. First pitch to Urias is fouled at the plate, 0-1. Lemon walked his first time up. Lemon.
I have a brother.
He's got a brother, folks. Did you know that? It's a fun fact. John Bacon, his hair is perfectly coiffed. Got that Lego hair working. Oh, and 1 on Urias. That pitch is a called strike. Top of the zone with a fastball. Still lots of sunshine out here halfway through the ball game. At least in the stands, maybe not in the infield. Here's a line drive caught by Rocchio. He fully lays out and robs Urias of a base hit. That deserves a doff of the cap. The crowd acknowledging the fine catch made here by Rocchio. Diving fully out to his right on a line drive. One down. Here's Mullins. First pitch swinging. Misses a slider low and in.
Folks said now you know what to do.
Mullins base hit his first time up. This one is tapped foul. In fact, he hit a double. Somehow, we don't want to talk about that inning. A double that puts runners at second and third, nobody out, and both of those runners at second and third made outs on the bases. Again, I have to chalk that up as the ugliest inning of the season. This may not be the ugliest game of the season, not by a long shot, but in terms of one inning, that might be the one. Foul ball, it's 0-2 on Mullins. One out, nobody on in the top of the fifth. Up and away, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Catcher wants to come out and have a chat with the pitcher. So a little bit of a break in the action right here. Dylan Beavers hit his 13th home run of the season for the Norfolk Tides just a few minutes ago. A 3-run shot. That's his second home run of the ball game. He's driven in all 4 runs in a 4-1 lead over the who are they playing? The Iron Pigs. Ground ball by Mullins to first base. Santana waves off the pitcher and will take it to the bag unassisted for the second out. 2 down in the top of the 5th. Yeah, Dylan Beavers for me is a guy that needs to get the next chance to see what he can do up here. Here's Stallings. He takes a first pitch strike. That's right, folks. Just drop what you're doing right now. Jacob Stallings is batting with the bases empty and 2 down. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch up and in. They appeal on a swing. No swing. One ball, 2 strikes. Curveball. Oh, sorry. Slider. Swung on and missed, and the inning is over. The Orioles go 1-2-3 in the top of the 5th. Halfway through, the Guardians lead it 2-1. We've out-hit Cleveland 4-2. We've doubled them up on hits, but they've doubled us up on runs. Let's listen in on Kobe Mayo discussing his approach at the plate.
I wasn't trying to think about really too much in there, just looking for a good pitch to hit, and got into some deep counts and just tried to fight, and was able to lay off some close pitches and just had a good result tonight. been able to make progress without maybe steady playing time. I mean, just working in the cage every day, early work, or just trying different stuff out in BP, or just talking to hitting coaches a bunch, having confidence from Manzo. It's been fun, you know, just to keep working. And obviously you want to be in there, but if you're gonna, you know, be on the bench, you got to make the most of it. And yeah, I'm just happy with the performance tonight.
Trade deadline is coming next week, and there could be major changes on this club, as you can.
All right, folks. Once again, just want to make a couple of really good announcements. If you weren't here at the very top of the program before the first pitch, first announcement is it looks like I will not have to miss some games coming up next month. I have to every year make a trip out of the country and back to renew my visa. And I was given some very good news yesterday that I don't have to worry about taking care of that until about the middle of October. So at least in terms of regular season games, the streak will live on as long as I'm healthy enough to call it and the internet is kind enough to work. Daniel Schneeman's up to lead off the bottom of the fifth. 1-0 pitch is fouled away. It's 1-1 on Schneeman. The other announcement in terms of the channel and its growth over about 1.5 seasons, we've reached over 100,000 hours of viewing time, watch time. That's amazing. People have been watching me do this for 100,000 hours. The hell's wrong with you people? 1-2 the count on Schneeman. I really do appreciate the growth of the channel and the growth of the community here. 1-2 pitch is hit down the left field corner. Cowser with a look, but it's into the stands, foul. Still 1-2 on Schneeman. You're not gonna get rid of me that easily, folks. You're not gonna get rid of me that easy. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Schneeman goes down.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
One away in the bottom of the fifth. 75 pitches for Eflin. I was predicting he'd go about 85 pitches. This is probably going to be his final inning. Here's a ground ball to second. Westberg will throw off balance in time, and Brian Rocchio is retired on one pitch. 2 away. Well, if you get another quick out, maybe he can come on out and start the sixth.
Hey, you like the sly impression? Yeah, I really appreciate it.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
I really appreciate it, man.
Swing and a miss. Bo Naylor with a home run swing comes up empty. He is 0 for 1. 2 down, nobody on, bottom of the fifth. That's a called strike 2. All right, Eflin is close to getting out of the inning here. That pitch way outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Five more likes to get to 100, folks. 1-2 pitch. That one's lifted high in the air, but foul, slicing into the crowd. Actually, that hooked. That's not a slice, that's a hook. Andrew Kittredge There you go, folks. Eflin is probably going to be done after 5 innings. Kittredge is going to get ready for the 6th. Pitch inside, count even up at 2-2 on Naylor. If Eflin can retire Naylor here, it would get Kittredge in to face the top of the order in the next inning. Fouled away, still 2-2 on the Cleveland catcher, Bo Naylor. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. It's a curveball, a sweeper. Actually, low for full count. Full count with 2 down. Stephen Kwan would be next. Payoff pitch. Hit in the air. Very high on the infield. Who wants it? Gunner, right near the mound, makes the catch to end the inning. Eflin's return, it's a pretty good one. He is going to depart behind. And if the Orioles can't at least tie this game at some point, he would be on the hook for a loss. But encouraging signs from Eflin. Just 1 inning where he got into some trouble. But that's probably going to do it for him tonight. 5 innings. He gives up 2 runs on a couple of hits and a walk. He struck out 5. So just 3 base runners over 5 innings. Unfortunately, 2 of them came in to score. We've had 6 base runners. We've had twice as many base runners with half the runs. That's not good. We need to score some runs. What do you think, folks? Let's dare to dream. Let's get some runs. Let's see. Couple of games of interest still going on. It's still 1-0 Yankees over the Blue Jays. That's now in the bottom of the 4th inning. Top of the 4th, the Phillies out in front of the Red Sox 4-0. The Rays have jumped out to an early lead on the White Sox. They're up 4-0. Top of the 2nd. So there are only 4 games going on right now. At this very moment, there are only 4 games going on around the league, and all 4 games involve the 5 teams in the American League East. We're playing the Guardians, Blue Jays and Yankees going head-to-head. Rays are playing the White Sox, and Boston's playing the Phillies. Jackson Holliday will lead it off here in the top of the 6th. New first pitch swinging. That ball's hit to right field and pretty deep on the track. That ball is gone! Bye, birdie! First pitch swinging. Jackson Holliday ambushes a Cecconi pitch and parks it into the first couple of rows in right field. The Orioles have tied it up quickly. Only 345 feet, but it's enough. We're tied at 2. Folks. All right, folks. Brand new ball game, and that will get Zach Eflin off the hook. In fact, if the Orioles can score again, Eflin would be in line to get a win. Let's try to get one more run in this inning at least. Westberg's got a 2-0 count already. And he takes that pitch all the way for a strike. It's 2-1. Folks, we're going to hang out over here. Because we don't want anything spoiled right now, do we? Good. Swing and a miss, 2-2 on Westberg. A reminder, please, if you are watching along and you're ahead of me, try to get synced up. But if you can't do that for some reason, by all means, do not spoil the activities going on in the game in the chat, okay? Thank you. We got a full count on Westberg. That ball's hit on the ground to third, and one big bounce to Ramirez. He gets off a cannon throw to first in time, one away. Cecconi now up to 80 pitches with one out in the sixth. Gunnar frickin' Henderson.
His name's Gunnar and he's dating my mom.
Come on, Gunna. We need Gunna to Gunna. First pitch is low to Henderson. Here is a swing and a foul ball, I think. Camera didn't cut back to that pitch until a little bit late. The count is 1-1. Henderson has grounded out both times up so far tonight. Let's lift one up. Pitch bounces in and past the catcher to the backstop. 2-1 on Gunnar, folks. There's a righty getting loose for the Guardians in right. Breaking ball hit on the ground softly to first. Santana backhands and will get it to Cecconi, the pitcher, covering the bag. It's a 3-1 put out on Gunnar. He's grounded out 3 times tonight. 2 away in the inning. And Ramon Laureano due up now.
Ramon just threw a rock at me.
I'm sorry, it's Ryan O'Hearn, not Laureano. Ryan O'Hearn at the plate. He goes after the first pitch. That's hit to left. Could be trouble. Ramirez in foul ground. He has to stumble his way back toward the foul line to make the catch. The inning ends, but the inning started with a bang. First pitch to Jackson Holliday, parked into the right field stands for a game-tying home run. We are knotted up at 2 as we go to the bottom of the 6th here in Cleveland. Folks, let's check in with our friend Harry Carey. Where are you at, Harry?
Boy, Harry, you're full of energy. You look great. I hate to tell you how I feel.
I've had that bad back myself.
Also, with this cold, it just seems like it's settled in there.
That's age, friend.
I don't care what it is. It feels awful.
You smell like a drugstore.
That's right. I am a drugstore.
You're not a hypochondriac, are you?
What does that mean? Oversexed?
Call it the Baltimore miracle or some shit.
Where you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
I'm starting to adjust. I've gotten really into running 10Ks. I garden now, and I even bought season tickets for the Orioles, since that's what guys who can't satisfy women do.
What? What?
We're on a mission from God.
Do you believe in me?
This is great iced tea.
This is Jack Burton in the Pork Chop Express, and I'm talking to whoever's listening out there.
I'm up all night to get lucky. I'm up all night to get lucky.
All right, bottom of the 6th. Andrew Kittredge is on in relief of Zach Eflin. Last night I was asked, would Zach Eflin be on a pitch count? And I said, my guess is 85 pitches. Eflin ends the night on 84 pitches. I'm sorry for being very wrong in my prediction. I don't know anything about what I'm talking about. Kittredge is making his 27th appearance with a 3.76 ERA. And we are ready for baseball here. Top of the order for the Guardians. Stephen Kwan takes low and away for ball one. 2-2 ball game. That's a strike at the bottom of the zone. I'll be back on the screen in just a sec. That pitch is fouled. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Low and in, 2-2. Let me have a crab cake sandwich and a Dr. Pepper. Make it fast. I'm in a frickin' hurry. Kwan hits a ball deep out in the right field. Laureano racing back, and he will track it down as his momentum takes him onto the warning track. Kwan hit that ball hard into the gap, but Laureano able to close it down for the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. All right, Ramon. By the way, I love this outfield defense. When we have Cowser, Mullins, and Laureano out there, to me, that's one of the better defensive outfields in baseball. You got Sed, who can cover all the ground. You got Laureano with that rocket arm. Cowser with above average speed and a good arm. All 3 guys can play center field. Angel Martinez at the plate. 0-1 pitch is fouled away. It's 0-2. I don't want the GM job, Dingleberry. I'm not fit for a GM job. I need a job in the clubhouse with the team. Bench coach, something like that. Here's a fly ball to right. Laureano is waiting on it, and he's got it. 2 down. Martinez flies out. I don't think Rubenstein would like my first order of business as GM, which is to say, if the Orioles completely crap the bed in a home game, we're going to refund those ticket-paying customers their ticket price back. That's what we do going forward. Here's Jose Ramirez. 2 out, nobody on, tie ball game. Do not give him anything to hit. I don't mind just pitching around him with the bases empty, 2 down. Well, he gets into one. It's a lazy fly ball to left. Cowser is there, and the inning is over. Andrew Kittredge, 10 pitches to retire the top of this Guardian order. 1, 2, 3. Good stuff. We head to the 7th inning, tied at 2. I said I'd be right back, but damn it, now I got another break. Folks, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. We're trying to get up to 3,100 subscribers here pretty soon. We can do it. Come on now. Folks, if you don't think I've got the enthusiasm, here's a clip of me earlier this season.
Swing it up, ass! Yeah! 6 in a row! You can't stop us! Swing it
up! Yep, that was me. That was me.
Swing it
dumbass! Yeah!
Folks, you can't fake a noise. That is a primordial, that is a yelp. That was a yelp. You can't fake that. You can't fake that. If you get in first, BW, don't you forget me. Get in first. What do you mean get in first? Whatever do you mean, Erica? And how could I ever forget you? Don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me. All right, folks. It is Laureano to lead it off. Enright, a right-hander, is on in relief for the Guardians. First pitch, Laureano goes after it. Center field, but lots of room out there. Martinez will make the catch. One down. Nick Enright, making his 14th appearance. Decent numbers. A 2.87 ERA with a 1.09 whip. Opponents hitting only 182 off of him. He does give up some walks, though. 4 per 9. Here's Cowser, folks. Get them cows up in the chat quick. First pitch swinging. Fouls one away. Folks! How you doing? That ball's hit off a cue shot toward shortstop, and Cowser will be retired for the second out. Scroll up. Scroll up to what? What am I looking for? Oh, you need a job in the front office? Oh, I see. So if I get hired first, you want me to use a little bit of the old nepotism, get you in? All right. Why not? Folks, it pays to be a bird watcher. There could be some nepotism in it for you down the road. Ramon Arias, 0-1 pitch is low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, come on in. Everybody's invited into BW's front office. You get a job. You get a job. Outside, 2-1 on Arias. Yenier Cano is getting loose in the Oriole bullpen. 2-1 pitch from Enright, low and away. 3-1 on Ramon.
I have a brother.
Next pitch is swung on and missed. Full count. Enright has a kind of a starter's windup. You don't see too many relief pitchers with a windup like that. That's going to be ball 4. Inside Arias, a 2-out walk. Take your base, sir.
I'm walking here.
All right, Erica, I'll tell you what. If I get a job, I'll invite you in for an interview. I'm sure there's a couch there in the office. You can take a comfortable seat and, oh, wait. Sorry. Those were the old days. We don't do that anymore. Ced Mullins is up. It's 0-1 on Ced. Swing and a miss, 0-2. That fastball right down the middle.
Well said, now you know what to do.
All right, Erica, I'm going to find a position for you. Get my drift? The 0-2 pitch to Mullins. Called strike 3. That one painted the outside black on a fastball. Mullins goes down looking, and the inning is over. We have reached the 7th inning stretch. And Erica, if you're going to join me in the front office, you're going to have to help me do this. Let's get everybody involved with our 7th inning stretch tradition. It's time to throw some cakes on the griddle. And get them cakes up in the chat, folks.
Thank God I'm a country boy. 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 Thank God I'm a country boy.
Hip on the griddle. Hip on the cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. I thank God I'm a country boy.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
All right. How about some steaks on the griddle? How about some steaks on the fiddle? That sounds good. Folks, it's 7th inning stretch time. Thanks to everybody for helping get the like count over 100 again tonight.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Just a reminder, we've had games earlier in this season where we've eclipsed 200 likes. So 100 is always the great milestone level 1 goal, but we like to shoot a little bit higher. Keep it going. Keep on keeping on. Folks, if we win tonight, I got a promise for everybody.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
You can't beat that offer, all right? Everybody gets laid tonight, assuming you're 18 or older. Thank you there, Froggy. I will make adjustments. Man, this Superman thing is going crazy. Superman has taken over Cleveland, folks. Ynier Cano. Don't you know? We need a nice clean inning from him here. Kyle Manzardo, the first batter, takes a changeup a foot off the plate for ball 1. Good evening. 41st appearance for Cano, 4.67 with the ERA. That one is high by about a foot. 2 pitches way off the plate by Cano to make it 2-0. There's a pitch fouled away. Hey, Steve. Thanks for checking in. What's that you're telling your wife there, Matt? 2-1 pitch to Manzardo. Swung on, hit in the air, left field. Backing up is Cowser. He's in front of the track, and he makes the catch. Able to make parlay bets in a single bound. Here's Carlos Santana. What does that say? Smucker's what? Uncrustables? All right, I'm looking at a billboard behind home plate that reads Smucker's Uncrustables. Should I dare to ask what kind of product that is? Swing and a miss. It's 1-1 on Santana. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the 7th. We're tied at 2. Santana is 0 for 2 on the night. Swing and a miss on a slider from Cano. Yeah, Clifford, I think everybody is pretty much in universal agreement. Elias drafting position players, probably one of the better guys out there to do it. Unfortunately, it comes at the cost of having absolutely zero ability to scout and draft good pitching. And for me, I don't want a guy that excels in one area and completely disregards the other half of the roster. I want a GM that maybe isn't as good at finding position players. He doesn't have to be. What he needs to do is be able to equally find solid pitching and hitting. That's the kind of GM I'm looking for. We got a full count on Santana. One out, nobody on. The payoff pitch coming. Swung on and fouled at the plate. We'll do it again. A frozen, crustless sandwich, as far as I know. Frozen? What, are you supposed to lick it like a popsicle? Swung on, hit on the ground to first. O'Hearn will take it to the bag unassisted. 2 down. Santana retired. That'll bring up Nolan Jones. He's 0 for 2. All right, so it's a frozen, like what? You pop it into a toaster oven and then you got yourself a... It sounds terrible. How difficult is it to put some jelly on some bread? And if you want it heated up, put it in the toaster for a sec. Here's a fly ball by Jones to center field. Can of corn for Mullins, and this inning is over. Yenier Cano and Andrew Kittredge, back-to-back innings without giving up anything. The Guardians are still only on 2 hits on the night. Can we please get some more offense? No clue. All right, I'll take a look into this. What's it called? Uncrustables? That's just a terrible name for anything. Smuckers Uncrustables. Whether you need to beat the lunchbox time crunch or hack snack time, Smucker's Uncrustables frozen sandwiches are your prepless, crustless day saver. What? With unbeatably soft bread and smooth, tasty fillings in every bite. Look for our new packaging. This looks like the stupidest thing ever. Sorry, folks, I'm going down the rabbit hole of the Smucker's Uncrustables website. I'm sure they get a lot of traffic. There's a lot to do on this website. All right. What's happening? Can we get some offense and get a lead back? Didn't we take the early 1-0 lead in this one? Or am I wrong? Yeah, we did. Top of the 4th, 1-0. We had a lead here for a minute. Jackson Holiday's going to lead it off? Uh-oh. Okay. We know what he did last time up. Let's go. Hunter Gaddis, right-hander, on in relief for the Guardians. 43rd appearance. He's got a 3.60 ERA and a 1.35 WHIP. Tied up at 2 as we start the 8th inning. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. It's not Holiday. Dylan Carlson's up to pinch hit. Is Holiday on deck? Is Carlson hitting for Stallings? Is that what's happening? Let me check. That is indeed what's happening. Carlson is up to lead off, pinch hitting for Stallings. Holiday is on deck. I got tricked. He was out there on the field, making me think he was going to be hit leadoff. 0-2 on Carlson, getting his first plate appearance in quite some time. After getting optioned back down to Norfolk about a month or so ago. 0-2 pitch fouled back. There's John Bacon with his hair out. Uncrustables. 0-2 pitch. Check swing on a pitch in the dirt. Carlson did not go. I've got a Dylan button. I've got to move it back up. It's buried in the back.
Dylan, your son?
Oh, not my son. The 1-2. That's low. 2-2 on Carlson. Folks, we need a rally. Let's have a bugle. Two and two on the pinch hitter Carlson. Swung on. Line drive. Foul down the right field line. Just missed a double down the line. Why is Colin Selby getting up? I thought we were going with the high leverage guys. We had Kittredge. We had Cano. Isn't Dominguez the next guy to make sense? Why is Selby getting up? Why is Selby getting up? If we're going to win this ball game, Kittredge to Cano to Dominguez to the mountain. And if you got a lefty cluster in there, you go to Soto. I don't want to see Wolfram. I don't want to see Martin. And I don't want to see... That is a called strike 3 on an check swing appeal. Carlson's down on strikes. Holiday now the team leader with 14 home runs. Mullins and Laureano have a baker's dozen. O'Hearn has a traditional dozen. Gunnar is on 11. Here's Holiday now, and he goes after the first pitch once again. He misses it here. It's 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. Over the plate, but low. Holiday's average right now at 261. The 1-1. That has the bottom of the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Westberg is on deck. If anybody gets on, Gunnar will come up. That pitch is low. 2-2 on Holiday. Folks, come on now. The 2-2. Hit in the air. Third base side and out of play. Two balls and 2 strikes, folks. We are in the 8th inning. The quicker we can get a run, the better. The Guardians have some tough cookies in this bullpen. There's a ground ball hit sharply on one bounce to Ramirez at third. He'll throw across in time. 2 away. Does Jose Ramirez ever do anything wrong? I swear, every time I see him, he's just getting the job done. I would love to have him on our team. And I would make space to make sure he had a spot. Jordan Westberg takes a first pitch strike. Come on, Jordan. We need a big hit right now.
Well, West is that way.
Come on. This one's hit in the air. Shallow center. Coming in is Martinez, and this inning is over. Not a whole lot of oomph in this Oriole offense. Both teams with just 2 runs. The Guardians still only the 2 hits. They both came in that 2-run inning. Otherwise, they've been absolutely shut down. But here we are, having to get 3 more outs before getting another chance to hit and try and take a lead. We are the road team in a tie ball game, which means we're at a bit of a disadvantage here. We got to get this run in. Come on. Are they going to go to Selby? All right, now here's the deal. The only reason I can see why they're going to Selby here is that it's the 7, 8, 9 hitters in the lineup. It's the bottom of the order. So I guess the rationale is let's try to use one of the lower leverage guys to get 3 outs against the bottom 3 guys. But you got Schneemann coming up, followed by Rocchio and Naylor. Naylor's a left-handed batter. Schneemann's a left-handed batter. I would have just gone to Gregory Soto in this spot. What do I know? What do I know? All I know is that I don't know. All I know is that I don't know nothing. It's going to be Colin Selby, folks. Here we go. Austin Jackson has come in to replace Stallings behind the plate after the pinch hitting appearance from Dylan Carlson. All I know is that I don't know. Does anybody in Charm City chat know this band? All I know is that I don't know nothing. I was hoping BW would get my reference. What's the reference? Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? It's so frickin' good. I don't know the reference. Let me think back. Pop-Tart. Famous pop culture Pop-Tarts. I remember in Pulp Fiction, Bruce Willis goes back to his apartment to retrieve his watch and decides, you know what? I'm in the mood for a couple of Pop-Tarts. Oh, it's from Family Guy? Well, that would explain. How many seasons of Family Guy have there been? Schneemann with a fly ball to center field. Mullins is going to back up. He's got plenty of room, deepest part of the ballpark, to make the catch. 1 away. How many seasons and roughly how many episodes of Family Guy have there been? Because I've probably only seen about 10% of that show. 21 seasons. Yeah. So, yeah, forgive me if I don't keep track of 21 years of Family Guy references. Were I to do that, then all the baseball knowledge that I've accrued over 48 years would have to be removed. I've only got so large of a memory bank, you know? Selby is on the pitch. He's got one out already, and Rocchio looks at a called strike. He's behind 0-2. The Guardians are going to get their closer up now and bring him in whether they get the lead here or not, it would appear, for the 9th inning. Pitch up and away to Rocchio. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2-2 ball game, bottom of the 8th. Orioles took a 1-0 lead. The Guardians made it 2-1. The Orioles got a run back on a holiday homer. And that's where we are. Foul ball by Rocchio, still 1-2. Next pitch from Selby. Hit in the air, left field, should be playable. Cowser has got it, 2 down. All right, so far so good from Selby. And if he does get this bottom of the order out 1, 2, 3, then I've got to give credit where it's due for Mansolino to call upon Selby for this particular inning. It does save some better arms for the rest of the ball game, and who knows how deep this game's going to go. Tied up here late. Bo Naylor fouls the first pitch he sees away. He is 0 for 2. 2 down in the bottom of the 8th, and he's only getting his 3rd plate appearance right now. That ball stroked in the left center field. It's a base hit, and it's going to roll all the way up against the wall. Naylor will coast in the second base standing with a 2-out double. The number 9 batter strikes again. Selby has faced the minimum 3 batters required. You got the left-handed hitting Kwan coming up next. Could Soto have been getting loose out there? Could he come in now? Again, I'm okay with Selby facing 3 guys at the bottom of the order, but that 3rd guy just hit a double, and now you got tough hitters coming up, and we're going to stay with Selby. First pitch to Kwan is low and in on a curveball for ball 1. 2 down, runner at second. 1-0 the count on Kwan. 2-2 ball game in the bottom of the 8th. The pitch on the outside corner. Strike 1. Folks, we've got a early afternoon game start time tomorrow. Hope you'll join me and everybody else here in the Charm City chat. This curveball's low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Charlie Morton will be on the mound, making what could potentially be his final start for the Orioles, were he to get traded away. He'll be up against a left-hander, Logan Allen. 2-1 to Kwan. That is a base hit over the glove of Gunnar. Mullins is going to fire home. Here comes the... oh, my God. What are you doing? The throw is wide of the plate, but Stallings is there to receive it, and the ball just goes completely by him to the backstop. The Guardians take the lead back. Kwan goes all the way to second base on a hit up the middle. What happened here? I'm sorry, it's not Stallings. I apologize. Alex Jackson came in this very inning as a defensive replacement. It was Jackson who was unable to handle the throw in. Now, was it an ideal throw? No. Should it have been completely missed by the catcher? I don't think so. Yes, Patrick, I just corrected myself. It's Jackson who was there to get that throw in from Mullins. Mullins was playing shallow, and even though his arm is not that strong, he had to play at the plate because that ball was hit hard. He got it back in toward the plate quickly. But just another bad play at the plate for the Oriole defense. This ball gets away from Jackson, but not far enough for the runner at second to advance. It is 3-0 on Martinez. Again, I was willing to give Mansolino a pass if he was just going to allow Selby to face the minimum 3 batters bottom of the order. But he's just going to keep him out here to face these good hitters. That's ball 4 to Martinez. Now J-Ram's coming up. Now what are we doing, Tony? Now what's the plan? I was willing to give you credit. Oh, Drew French is coming out? Really? Not a pitching change? You don't want to go out and bring out a Dominguez or somebody with more stuff than Selby's got? We're about to face J-Ram. Well, the thing is, Sheila, he could have gone with Selby, but again, that number 9 batter Naylor, as soon as he got on, that's 3 batter minimum. Now you got the top of the order. Now you go to somebody else. That was the mistake. That was the mistake. And he's still going to be out there for J-Ram. This is just a Drew French visit. I can't tolerate this incompetence. I can't tolerate it. We got to do everything right if we're going to win games. But holy cow, we're making some bad decisions. Here's Ramirez. First pitch is a curveball that catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Good first pitch from Selby. But a long way to go. Ramirez has already got a big hit with an 0-2 count earlier in the ball game. That pitch could have been called a strike on the inside edge. Bacon says ball 1. First and second, 2 down, a run in for the Guardians. The 1-1 bounces in there. Jackson able to handle this one. And I mean, this isn't even this is just like a fastball thrown straight down into the dirt, like 15 feet in front of home plate. It's just a terrible pitch. Swing and a miss by Ramirez. The count 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out. Low and in, ball 3. And now the runners will be off. Full count on Jose Ramirez. The crowd making noise as well they should. It's a big spot for Cleveland here. Payoff pitch. First, Selby's going to fake a throw to second. Trying to keep Quan as close to that bag as he can. Payoff pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Jose Ramirez chased a terrible slider low and in. It was never in the zone. He was completely fooled on that pitch, and the inning is over. It could have been a lot worse, but still, it is a bad inning because the Orioles are now going into the 9th inning down a run. We had a tie ball game. The Guardians are now up by 1. We've got 3 outs to play with. And it's going to be Gunnar, O'Hearn, and Laureano coming up to face likely Emmanuel Clase, the Guardian closer. Folks, Clase was... Did he get into the game last night? Didn't the Guardians wind up winning by 5? I guess they didn't have to use him. Whatever this music is they have between innings is about the most frustrating music I've ever heard. I hate this song. Who is this lady? Oh, no. 10-5. That was game 1. So, yeah, last night, Clase came in and got 3 outs. He had a 3-run lead last night to work with. Tonight, it's a 1-run lead. So I say, go up there and just try to hit one out of the damn yard. I don't trust this team to be able to put together a rally with like more than 2 hits to get this run in. I think against a guy like Clase, you're better off just looking for a pitch in a spot and hope you get lucky. We've got 3 guys coming up that can definitely hit a home run for you. So normally I'm all about, getting guys on, working counts, moving them over, producing runs. But in this situation, I say swing for the fences. I think that's our best chance. Now, I say that if we get a leadoff walk, I'll change my tune. We've got what do we got on there's Davey Johnson. I still don't know the name of this other broadcaster. Clase is making his 46th appearance. He's 22 out of 26 in save situations. Gunnar Henderson is up, and the first pitch is low and in. Okay. A wild first pitch there from Clase.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
That's encouraging. I would look for nothing but middle. Otherwise, lay off until he throws a strike. Low and in, ball 2. 2-0 on Gunnar, folks. Yep. Thanks for the update, Chilo. I'm still going with my take. There's a called strike. It's 2-1. You've got your statistics. I've got my philosophy. 2-1 the count on Gunnar. That's a called strike at the bottom of the zone. It's 2-2. Austin Hedges has come in to catch for Bo Naylor for the Guardians. Hedges behind the plate. 2-2 count. Swung on and a chopper foul. Still 2-2. Deo. Come on, Gunnar. Come on, buddy. Pitch. Fouled back. Gunnar hanging in there. A 99-mile-an-hour cutter. Still 2-2. 6 pitches in the at-bat. All of them cutters. First 2 were balls. Next 2 were strikes. The next 2 were fouled. It's called strike 3. Gunnar goes down looking. Again, take your big swing. Don't go down looking. Take your big swing. Guess the spot. Here's Ryan O'Hearn. He goes after one. Oh, it's hit on the ground. Second base. Schneemann will flip it to Clase. 2 away. The Orioles down to their final out. It'll be up to Ramon Laureano.
Ramon just threw a rock at me.
The Orioles are in danger of losing 7 out of their last 8 in the first 3 of this 4-game series here in Cleveland. Laureano, the final hope. Andrea sneaks in with a late gifted BirdWatcher membership. First pitch is low and away to Laureano for ball one. Maybe that token of generosity for Andrea will be the kind of good luck charm this team needs right now. The 1-0 to Laureano. Fouled away 1-1. Come on, buddy. Folks, be sure to tell Andrea thanks once again. The guardian angel of the Charm City chat. The 1-1 to Laureano. Called a strike, top of the zone. The Orioles are down to their final strike. Again, don't get called out looking. Swing for the fences. 1-2 pitch. Top of the zone, and he's out looking. And this ball game is over. Clase comes in with a 1-run lead to protect in the ninth, and he retires the 3-4-5 hitters of the Orioles. 1-2-3 without a whole lot of much of nothing there. Final score 3-2. The Orioles out-hit the Guardians 5-4. Neither team had an error. And again, we've now lost. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 out of our last 8. We're now, what, 13 games under 500? I mean, folks, 13 games under. At this stage, again, folks, I think what you have to do is say this season was a waste. You're going to want to hope that the parties responsible for leading this team in such a bad direction will be replaced with the kind of people that can get this team back on track. I still believe in the vast majority of this team in terms of the player talent. I've seen what these players can do when, competently managed. They need some leadership from the dugout on up to the front office. It's not fun to watch, but it is going to be an interesting watch, I would say, for the final couple of months of the season. That's what I'm really going to concentrate on. I want to see Kobe Mayo get everyday at-bats. I want to see some of these other players develop. I just hope that with the current coaching staff that development isn't going to be, stunted by poor coaching. But again, I was under the impression that tonight Kobe Mayo was going to make the lineup. The guy threw 3 walks and had a hit, reached base all 4 times last night, and he can't find a spot for him in this lineup tonight. We scored 2 runs. I don't think we need to sit here and think about optimal lineups anymore, because optimal lineups are leading to 2 runs here, 3 runs there, 1 run here. It's time to just give the players who are the future of this team some at-bats. And other guys that we know aren't going to be here in a couple of months, it's time to just let them take a back seat. We got to start making plans for the future. Again, I still think we need changes beyond players, but in terms of what we're watching on the field, even with Elias still around and some other guys, I want to see some of the younger guys. Dylan Beavers, I want to see called up. Kyle Bradish, I'll be happy to see get some starts in, though I want to manage him carefully. I don't know if Chase McDermott is ever going to be healthy enough to get a look again this season, but if he's ready at any time, I want to give him a look. The Mail Machine, I want to look at him. Heston Kjerstad, bring him back up for another try at trying to stick with the big club. Let's just start giving these guys a chance, because what do we got to lose at this point? You got to make the most of every situation, folks. And if you know you're not going to make the playoffs, then you better do everything you can to help with the growth of some of the younger players that could help this team in the future. Am I right or am I right? Of course I'm right. Okay? So tomorrow, once again, the final game of this series, a 4-game sweep at the hands of Cleveland would really suck. Charlie Morton is going to be on the mound, hoping to stop this most recent losing stretch. He'll be facing a lefty by the name of Logan Allen. Again, this is an early afternoon start time. I believe 12:55 p.m. We'll be going on the air here. First pitch shortly after 1 o'clock. If you've got a day job, if you can't play hooky, just sneak a device in. Wear an earbud. You know how to do it. You know how to fake like you're working. Come join us during these troubled times. It's not pretty, the results on the field lately, but it will be exciting in terms of player movement, I would think, over the next few days. I'll be keeping my eye on the news feeds, waiting to see when some news is going to drop. It could happen as soon as tonight, honestly. I would expect the trade stuff to start popping off here pretty soon. A lot of teams with day games today, travel day. This does seem like the time for the trades to get going. So we'll keep an eye out for that, and if anything happens between now and tomorrow's game, we'll talk about it. Other than that, I think I'm done. I need some breakfast. Again, I just want to say thanks to everybody for finding this channel and helping it to reach over 100,000 hours of watch time. That is a little bit ridiculous. We've got up to 3,080 something subscribers now. The channel continues to grow despite the season not going so well. So just imagine, folks, when we do kind of figure this out, things are going to be hopping here. They're going to be hopping. And yeah, I got plenty of content ideas for the off season as well. So hang in there with the channel, folks. It's always good to have you. I want to say thanks to the mods for doing another bang-up job, keeping the Charm City chat nice and charming. Thanks again to Andrea for gifting another free membership to a lucky bird watcher out there. Thanks to everybody for getting the likes up there. We're at 125. And about 1,500 people tuned in tonight. That's not a very large crowd, but we put up some nice numbers despite the turnout. I'm going to see if there's anywhere I can send you. If not, we're done. There is nothing. Wow, I've never had the search feature for this redirect thing produce 0 results. Okay, apparently it's not meant to be. Let's get out of here. Folks, I hope you have a good rest of your Wednesday night. It won't be long till we're back on the air. In fact, don't give me a lot of crap if you see me wearing this shirt for Game 4 tomorrow, because it's going to be tonight for me, about midnight, when this game starts. So be prepared for that. Thanks, everybody. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Until tomorrow, this has been the Birdwatcher and the Hat, and we will chirp at you later. Take care, everybody.